The Octagon SF318 is a digital satellite receiver with two embedded Conex card readers. It also features a very sensitive tuner with an integrated blind scan function. We'll talk about other features later on. First, as always, a quick look at the receiver. On the front there's a toggle switch for changing channels up, down and volume adjustment. The display shows the channel number or the time in standby. All other buttons allow access to the menus so that the Octagon SF318 can be programmed without a remote control. On the right side there are two Conex card readers hidden behind a flap. The rear shows the IF input with loop function for other receivers. Next to it you can see the terrestrial antenna input. The UHF modulator supports PAL, G, L, M, I and K plus NTSC, M and offers output channels 21 to 69. TV and VCR can be connected to SCART sockets. There's one additional AV output as RCA. The manufacturer also included a 0-12-volt switch for external switches. There's even an SVHS out. Digital sound comes from an optical SPDIF out and connects to a Dolby digital receiver. The RS-232 serial port allows data transfer to a computer. Unfortunately, a power switch is not always included, but the Octagon has it. The remote control is well laid out and fits your hand nicely. All important keys are accessible with your thumb. It is nice to see that there are many hotkeys on the remote. Timer, edit, multi-picture functions are only one click away. The user manual in German and English explains clearly all features of the Octagon SF318. When the receiver comes out of the box and is connected for the first time, you need to choose one of 22 menu languages, the desired audio and subtitles. Then the main menu appears on the monitor, and if your dish is pointed to Astra and Hotbird, then the automatic scan can be started. The Octagon will recognize the correct among all 4 DISEC ports of your system for Astra and Hotbird. A scan of both satellites took only 5 minutes. Pretty amazing. In case the receiver is to be used on a different antenna configuration, you can change all relevant parameters like satellite, LMB oscillator frequency, DISEC ports and search mode FTA or all. The Octagon SF318 supports DISEC 1.0 for 4 LMBs and DISEC 1.1 for up to 64 LMBs. If you want to use the receiver with a movable dish, select DISEC 1.2 or even better, the USOLS protocol. After inputting longitude and latitude of your location, the antenna will move to the desired satellite. Aspect ratio, video output, RGB or CVBS, RF type and modulator settings can be adjusted in the TV settings menu. All found channels can be edited using the self-explanatory edit functions. Whether you would like to lock, delete, skip, move, rename or add channels to favorite lists, all can be comfortably done with the color keys on your remote control. There's an interesting feature, volume adjustment. This is where the volume setting can be altered manually for a particular channel. It is even possible to change the appearance of the channel changes, pause, picture height or fade in out. Octagon's EPG delivers information for the current and upcoming programs, while there's always a live picture and graphics. Appearance of the EPG can be changed using the white key on the remote. It is very convenient to program one of 20 possible timer events using the EPG. A definite highlight is the integrated blind scan function. Transponder data changes almost on a daily basis, and especially if you are interested in feed hunting. These are ad hoc signals, mostly of news or sports events. It helps when the receiver scans the entire satellite for new signals. Since the Octagon has a very sensitive tuner, it will also lock on weaker signals. A search can be done in 4, 8, 10, 12 or 15 MHz steps. You may select the start and end frequency for the scan and choose the desired polarization. A blind scan on NSS-7 with very low symbol rates was not very successful. Symbol rates from 1.6 megasymbols per second were found, but only during a manual search. The receiver enjoyed Turkcert much more and did find all signals on that satellite within the search parameters. It is strange that the Octagon needs to do the search twice before the channels are stored. That takes time and could be done faster. And again, all channels were found on Eutelsat W3. You can clearly see the EBU feeds with their particular symbol rate of 6667. Broadcasts in MPEG-4 will not be found since the tuner was not designed for that. The oscillograph is more of a fun thing than really useful. At least it displays signal strength and quality. With the zoom function, it is possible to enlarge a certain part of the picture. Use the up-down and left-right keys to move around the screen. Zapping is fun with the Octagon. There were no hang-ups during this test, and you can use the multi-picture function to follow 4, 9, 13 or even 16 pictures on your monitor at the same time. The Octagon SF318 is an interesting receiver. The sensitive sharp tuner, blind scan function, 6000 channel capacity and many other features make it a great tool for DXers, but just as useful for anyone looking for fast and reliable receiver. DISIC ports are recognized automatically, and self-explaining menus make installation really easy. A complete channel search on a 100 transponder satellite is done in only 2 minutes. Why not do a scan every day from now on? DISIC 1.2 to 1.3 and U-cells are supported for movable dishes. The receiver switches automatically between PAL and NTSC. 2 Connex readers are embedded and allow reception of pay providers using the scrambling system. A calendar, 4 games, your daily biorhythm and a calculator are also included, so that this receiver will give you entertainment even when there's nothing worth watching on satellite. On the plus side, easy installation, DISIC 1.0 to 1.3 support, blind scan function, sensitive tuner, and a remote control with several hotkeys. Minus: no alphanumeric display, no CI slot for CA modules, no USB port. Storing feeds takes too long, since it's done twice. 4 MHz steps are too large for effective blind scan. Many data channels found on radio list, and the receiver changes from NTSC to PAL each time for menu inserts.